Your move, your move.
What's up guys, it's Rokta here and welcome to another amazing video on the channel. So for today, it has been a beautiful day. We have Monarch support announced and the cards read absolutely incredible for the deck. Everything the deck needed, they got in support, plus a little bit extra. So I'm very happy with that. In order to honor this day, I am making a deck profile with the current build I have of Monarchs. This is a build I've been working on for about a year now. I think it's at the place where you can't really improve upon it unless we got new cards, which we are. So I want to quickly just show you guys what Monarchs look like before the new cards. If you want to start getting familiar with the cards, if you want to start playing them, learn what the deck does, this is a fantastic build to do so. And then when the new cards come out, we're going to be cooking, and I'm going to have, of course, a deck profile on the channel for you beautiful people. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, as we're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I know we can do that. And also leave a comment down below, what is your brand new favorite Monarch card? Mine is the Trap. It has all the original Monarch effects on it, and you can do 6 or 7 effects in one turn, which is ridiculous and unheard of in Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's get straight on into the deck profile. So starting off with the pre-support deck profile, we have Triple Erebus. This card is still by far the best Monarch, and with the new support now, we are going to be able to extend and tribute summon even more, even further beyond. It's over 9,000 at the moment, and we're going to be able to multiple times per turn summon him, and he is not once per turn, meaning we're going to be able to do multiple hand loops while setting up our graveyard for that brand new busted Trap. I am so hyped that Monarchs finally got the support. I literally have match rarity Monarchs for years now, just because I really do like the deck anyway, and now with the new support coming, I wanted to get one last profile to show you the finalized build that I've been running, and then once the new support comes out, we're going to be doing a updated list, of course. If you don't know what he does, on Tribute Summon, he's going to be able to send 2 Monarch Spell Trap cards with different names from your hand and or deck to the graveyard, shuffle 1 card from your opponent's hand, graveyard, or their side of the field. The hand is random, but the rest you can basically just non-targeting removal them, which is absolutely fantastic. And then during either player's turn, in the main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, discard a Monarch Spell Trap, target 1 monster in your graveyard with 2,400 or more attack and 1,000 defense, add it to your hand. This is very relevant now, considering there's a new Monarch that we really want to be using a lot. So if he's in the graveyard, we can pick him back up, Tribute Summon. But it also does special summon itself from the graveyard anyway. But this effect is going to be coming up because we're going to be wanting to add him to the hand, to summon him, to then trigger the brand new Monarch to special summon himself and get an add. We play double Aether. I don't think this ratio changes. I still think we play triple Erebus and double Aether, maybe 3 Aether. However, I think 2 is a good spot. Same effect in the beginning, as in it sends 2 Monarch Spell Traps with different names from your hand and or deck to the grave. But this time it's going to be special summoning a monster with 2,400 or more attack and 1,000 defense from the deck. But it is returned to the hand during the end phase. Also, during your opponent's main phase, you can banish a Monarch Spell Trap in the graveyard, and immediately after this effect resolve, Tribute Summon this card, and this is a quick effect. So that's pretty cool. You can do some cool plays with Stormforth, tribute one of your opponent's monsters, summon this, and then summon Disruption if you play the Kuraz, which I don't think we're going to be playing. However, you can just summon a different Monarch, get effects if it's on special, like the new one, and then continue playing from there. For the other tributes, we play double Vanity's Fiend, which I still think we play at 2, even with the new cards. Just neither player can special summon monsters. And we play 1 Majesty's Fiend. Again, I think we play 1 copy even with the new support. It has Monarch stats. It is searchable, by the way, with your continuous spell, Return of the Monarchs, which I think you play for at 1 copy now. We played 1 anyway, but now we do have 3 rotors as well. But I still think we play the 1 copy just to specifically search this card. And this just switches off monster effects. So really floodgatey, but Monarchs have always been like that. And I just think it's fantastic that Konami have finally given the new support. For the Squires, I don't think we play double Mithra anymore. I am still playing Mithra for this build. Remember, this is the best version until the new support. Mithra, I think, if anything, we play 1 copy. Its main purpose was the fact that it could extend. However, we do have a new Squire on the way, which is just specials itself from the hand and is absolutely insane. When it goes to the grave, it specials other Squires from the deck. So I don't think we need the Mithra. Maybe 1 copy if that. It does give us an additional tribute summon, but now there are other cards that do that. But until then, what does it do? You can reveal in your hand, it special summons itself, and it gives your opponent a token. This is important because it switches off stuff like Imperm and switches off stuff like Gamma if that comes back off the ban list. I'm recording this before the ban list, by the way. I don't think anything in this deck would change from the ban list, so I'm just doing it in advance. If Konami screw me, they screw me. And then if this card is tributed for a tribute summon, you can basically gain the effect of tribute summon again. So it gives you multiple tributes, which I think is something that until we get the new cards, it's something that we really need. And for the others, we play one of each. Why? Because these are really big choke points as of right now. So I only play one copy of each. If you have to normal summon the Squire and you get hand trapped, your turn ends. So I like just playing a bunch of extenders and having the option as a one of each if I need to, but I'd rather not, you know what I mean? But with the new cards, we have another warrior target and another Squire, so we will be playing Rota. We will be playing 1-for-1 as well. So I'm not sure if we're going to bump these up. Maybe 2 and 2, if that. The deck does become a ton more consistent, though, with the new cards. An extender I still think we play is Antrim Fright because it's just a draw and a special. I do believe we play Magician Souls as well with the new cards come out because the new Monarch is a spellcaster and it's level 6. So I do think we play that. And that is really big because Magician Souls is a free body and it gets us draws, which is similar to Antrim Fright. So maybe if we don't play Antrim Fright, it's because we just prefer playing Souls. But Antrim Fright is still a really good card, to be honest with you. You just put it in the scale, destroy it, draw a card, and then it just specials itself from the scale. And you may think, doesn't it go back? No, it banishes itself when it leaves the field. It's like a custom Monarch card. These are Cash Terra Fenrirs, except I sold them in preparation for the new Rarity collection because I believe Monarch Cash Terra Fenrir will be in there, so I sold my ultis. So these are just like a temporary card that I'm putting in so I don't have to proxy anything. If you're a budget player, I always recommend Super Quantum Red Layer. It serves a similar purpose, it specials itself, and if you already have one in the grave, you have an infinite loop with red layers. However, Fenrir is just better than this card. However, this card is budget. Although there are new Super Quantum cards on the way, so it may not be budget for long, so just get it soon. And of course, we have the Cash Terra Rise Heart. This is your search target off the Fenrir. I don't think we play this with the new support anymore, to be honest with you. I still think we play Fenrir because Fenrir can grab Fenrir, which then gives you a free discard for your Rota, because a Rota you have to discard a card. So that's the reason I think we play Fenrir, but I think we drop this now. We're not in that desperate need of extenders post-support. For the spells, we play Triple Domain of the True Monarchs. This is the name of the deck, really. It's Domain of the Monarch deck profile. Why? Because this card is incredible. Just locks your opponent out of the extra deck as long as you have a Tribute Summon monster. And it has other effects, but that's like the main one. That's just a blowout effect. It can reduce the levels of stuff in your hand, which is not even once per turn. So you can just normal summon a Erebus as a level 4. Yes, it won't get the effect, but you can just normal summon a 2800 beta. And it also gives attack boost during damage calculation by 800, which is important because it gets you over that 3k barrier as well. But just an absolutely amazing card. We play Triple Stormforth still. This is really good, but it has counter synergy with Antrim Fright, because if you special Antrim Fright from the extra deck, you just can't use Stormforth, so you just mostly during your opponent's turn with Ether. However, going second, I wouldn't play the Stormforth and Antrim Fright. I'd pick probably the Stormforth and side the Antrim Frights out, because you really need this going second. It's like really, really good, in my opinion. Just tribute one of your opponent's monsters while gaining advantage yourself. So yeah, Triple Stormforth. The best draw spell in the game, which is Pantheism of the Monarchs. You send the one Monarch spell trap from your hand to the graveyard as cost, which sucks if it gets ashed, but even if it gets ashed, you just use the second effect. And then you draw 2 cards, and some of your Monarch stuff wants to be in the grave, so that's free. And then you can banish this card from the graveyard, reveal 3 Monarch spell trap cards from your deck, and your opponent chooses one of them for add. You may think that's pretty bad. You can just pick 3 of the same name, which is absolutely fantastic. The banish is once per turn, however, the draws is not, so you can loop this card like no tomorrow. We play Triple Tenacity of the Monarchs. This I still think we play all this stuff at 3, even with the new support. Just reveal 1 monster in your hand with 2,400 attack, or 2,800 attack and 1,000 defense, and you add a Monarch spell trap from your deck to your hand. So just more ways to get into your powerful spells. 1 Return of the Monarch, 1 March of the Monarch. I still think we play at least Return. I haven't tested March. Maybe we don't play March, although I think it's still really good into protecting your Floodgatey tribute summons like Vanity's Fiend and Majesty's Fiend. I still think we play Return because now we have so many ways to gain additional tribute summons and normal summons that this is actually a decent Rota. So it took the release of a brand new Rota to make this card decent, if you get what I mean, because normally this card is not very good. We just play it if we open the combo with the time-tearing Morganite, but unless you do that, you're not going to want to be seeing this card. And March of the Monarchs just gives you targeting and destruction protection, which is pretty nice. We played the Prime Monarch. This was still definitely going to play in the new build. There's also a new trap we're going to play in the new build. I think that's a one-of as well. But this card, if it's on the field, if you draw it, you can just return 2 Monarch spell traps in your grave, shuffle them, and then draw a card every single turn, which is lovely. And since it's a trap, you can do it during your opponent, so you just draw 2 cards, like really, really quick. And then if it's in your grave, which is the main effect, banish 1 other Monarch spell trap card from your graveyard, special summon this card as a normal monster. And that's just a free body every single turn to get free tribute summons off. For a card I don't think we play anymore, I don't think we play the double Book of Moon with the new support, just because we need space. We need to cut a lot of stuff to play all the new cards. Book of Moon, in theory, was to help us with our weak points if we get hand trapped. However, now since I think we have a lot more powerful cards available, we don't need the double Book of Moon. Foolish Burial Goods, I don't think we play anymore either. Maybe we play Foolish Burial, but not Foolish Burial Goods anymore, because now we have a archetypal Monarch trap or Monarch spell that will just dump any spell or trap. So I don't think we play the Goods package anymore, which is sad because I really enjoyed this card. Pot of Desires, I don't think we play this card anymore. I can be corrected here, maybe we do. However, I don't think we play Pot of Desires. For now, it's just banish 10, draw 2. And something we definitely don't play anymore is we don't play the Morganite cards, which is sad because I really do love the Morganite cards. However, there's no need for them anymore, but until we get the new stuff, it just gives you an additional normal summon every turn. And if you send the Song Morganite to the grave, you can banish it and search the time tearing and get yourself an extra normal, which is really, really nice. So that is the end of the main deck. Obviously, there's no extra deck because it's Domain Monarchs. So I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you never see this video, it's because I got screwed over in the ban list. However, I don't think that's going to happen. I think this deck is very solid, to be honest with you. Post support, I think it could actually compete. Like, I think the support is that good. The trap is absolutely ridiculous. Right now, I think it's just an anti-meta rogue pick, but that's not even that bad considering Monarchs came out like in 2015. So I hope you guys did enjoy this deck profile. Please do let me know what you think of the new Monarch cards. I think they are absolutely insane, and I'll see you all in the next video.
It's time! Let's go!